Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, you know I come with that video just to make you think. We have Bitcoin hitting over 16,000. Now guys, I just want to bring something into perspective. Let's go over some dates so therefore we understand. And this video is for the people that are new to cryptos because we have a lot of people that's coming on. Now we have December 2017. Now we hit 20,000. But what was the low, guys? It was about $755. 2018, guys, what was the low? About 3,700. What was the high? About 17,000. 2019, what was the low? About 3,400. What was the high? 13,700. 2020, what was the low? 4,500. 2020, what was the high? 16,000, about 16,004 for right now. To be determined, let's say that. So guys, the fact is that what's happening? We have the Fed doing what? Giving liquidity, taking liquidity away. That's all it is. Same thing if you look at the gold price. It's called manipulation. It's the Fed from the beginning doing this. Don't forget that, guys. This is a plan. The New World Order always has a plan. I just want to make sure you understand that. And the fact is, they're going to shrink this liquidity the first part of the year. So guess what? We're going to drop again. Now, how far we drop, we won't know until we get there. But we're definitely going to contract. Plain and simple. That's what happens. They put a lot of liquidity out there, they shrink it. Put a lot of liquidity out there, they shrink it. That's how the Fed is always taking control. Plain and simple. But the fact is, let's talk a little bit about PayPal. We have PayPal opening up. But the problem is with PayPal opening up, they don't allow you to withdraw your Bitcoin off. You have to turn it back into cash, of course, to have the deal with Paxos. But the fact is, guys, they have no custody. Somebody who knows nothing about crypto is going to buy and let it sit there. Guess what? It's going to be gone. We have too many hackers out there. The money is gone. Until they provide some type of insurance, security, hey, look, your money is going to be safe with us, then okay, I can see that. But I would not tell anyone to go buy Bitcoin on PayPal. That makes no sense whatsoever because right now we're not spending it, and I wouldn't spend it anyway right now. That's something that I would hold just like any important asset. And then, of course, we have different companies that offer loans that offer liquidity. So, therefore, you can go spend it without moving your Ethereum or Bitcoin. So, guys, right now, we see how the Fed works. Because right now, in the system that we have right now, people in America still don't understand the system that we're under now. They can't explain to you the monetary policy that we have right now. Same way when it comes to cryptos. It makes no sense for me to purchase through PayPal if I'm not going to spend it. And right now, these current companies are not accepting cryptos right now. It makes no sense. But the fact is that if I'm dealing with the masses, they don't understand. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to buy it through PayPal. When the fact is you can buy it on another exchange, take it off, and store it in a hard wallet. So therefore, you know, okay, my asset is safe. That's what you do with any asset. You make sure it's safe. So just like I said, it makes no sense. But guys, please make sure you're educating your friends and family when it comes to the PayPal. Yes, it's wonderful. It's being accessed to millions of users. But we don't want people to have a bad experience. And we know how the media would do. The media will make up something. Hey, PayPal is available. But PayPal gets hacked. And next thing you know, everybody's scared and they don't want to touch it again. So guys, remember the key is educating. Educating your friends and family so then therefore they understand these products that they are actually investing in. Now I want to go back to Bitcoin. Now guys, the reason why we're at the 16,000 range, guys, because we know the liquidity that the Fed keeps pumping in the market. We know this. So the fact is that once they actually shrink this liquidity, and we know the repo markets are going to end eventually. We know the commercial markets in March of next year. That's going to shrink liquidity. And what's that's going to do to Bitcoin? It's going to shrink the price again, guys. I just want to make sure we understand that assets go up, go down. You cannot find that one asset anywhere that acts like Bitcoin. They can go from 4,000 to 14,000. That makes no sense whatsoever. I don't care any stock, anything. Nothing fluctuates like that. That's the reason why it's always the best performing asset every single year, because no asset performs like that. Nothing. So, guys, we had CNBC have an episode on Bitcoin again. So, what normally happens with Bitcoin when CNBC has a episode? That's right, we take a dip. But y'all have a wonderful day.
Welcome back to Fast Money. Bitcoin booming and crossing the $16,000 mark for the very first time since early 2018 today. It's not just traders getting bullish on digital currencies. ECB President Christine Lagarde also saying that the EU should be prepared for a digital euro. For more on what all this means for the cryptocurrency space, let's bring in our resident Bitcoin baller, BK, who joins us on the phone. Beeks, good to talk to you.
Yeah, good to be here, especially on a day with Bitcoin above 16,000.
Yeah, what do you think it is? And we've had notable investors come out recently endorsing a Bitcoin, whether it be Bill Miller or Stan Druckenmiller, you name it. The Christine Lagarde remarks are interesting. I would think it was either validation of Bitcoin or it would be competition for Bitcoin.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I mean, certainly having, high-profile investors come out and say that they own it takes a lot of the career risk away from investors, professional investors who want to put it in their portfolio. And that's what we're starting to see. Some of the buyers coming in are institutional investors. In terms of the digital euro or digital yuan or digital dollar, it's actually not competition for Bitcoin because Bitcoin's core value proposition is that it has a fixed supply. I can't imagine the ECB issuing a digital currency that is going to have a fixed supply. In fact, I would think it would make it a lot easier for them to digitally print more money. So I actually think it's those are more of a risk for fiat currency holders, and it highlights why Bitcoin is a digital gold-like product.
Can you venture to forecast how high this thing can go by year end?
Yeah, so forecasting the future is very hard, believe it or not. But here's what I will say about it is that, Bitcoin's been above 16,000, I think, 12 days in its entire history. I suspect there probably are some people that bought in late 2017, 2018 that have had a long 3 years are going to want to get out of it, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a pullback. But in the longer run, my view on this is the market total value of all the Bitcoin in existence is $300 billion. The total value of all the gold in existence is $10 trillion. If Bitcoin is actually going to disrupt some of the gold market, $300 billion total valuation is the wrong number. And you can see that there's a lot of scope for upside. And then add into that, if you look back at the halvenings, which we talked about in the spring, where most of the gains come are the year after the halvening. And we're 7 months into that year after the halvening. And, Bitcoin's doing what it should do.
So there could be 5 more months here of a pretty good upside. BK,